Hey, what you reading there, bud?
Just the latest in gaming news. Oh man, PlayStation's about to drop some duds. Nintendo's just living on a rock. Oh look, Xbox. Oh shit, they got a Fire Stick. You can game with a Fire Stick.
Oh yeah, I did hear
Yo!
about that. I did hear about the Fire Stick thing.
Oh man, look at this. No console required. You can save $500. Oh my god, I think I'm in heaven.
Are are you though? Are you though? Because cloud gaming on the Xbox is it's it's not awesome.
Well, you heard it here, folks. If you haven't heard already, you probably will hear eventually. Yes, Xbox does not anymore need a console in order for you to play their games. And honestly, we've talked about this before: cloud gaming, the future of gaming, blah blah blah. And we both have been the proprietors of, yeah, this shit's going to be ass until they get the internet more accessible, more affordable, and just
Yeah.
more widespread and at higher speeds. But you know what they're doing? They're just saying, hey, let's scrap it and let's give some people another way to play Xbox games. So today we're just going to be talking about, well, what this really means for Xbox, and I'm sure everybody has their own interpretation, their own thoughts, blah blah blah, especially the fanboys on either side. But honestly, I just kind of just want to talk shop, give it like an objective point of view, and see if you guys agree with it, and then see what Patrick has to say because he thinks I've been switching sides, and I really haven't.
You are though.
I'm not.
Yo,
I'm
okay,
not.
okay. So inside baseball, we were talking about this, and I sent this to him, and he's like, "This looks awesome. This is gonna be such a good move for Xbox." I'm just like, this coming from the dude who shits on cloud gaming constantly.
I
Like,
shit
that
on
is your
cloud.
favorite thing to do is to
I
shit
shit
on
on cloud
cloud gaming.
gaming. I shit on cloud gaming when it's the only option.
I
And
mean,
as you've
fair.
seen, Google Stadia, that was the only option. That was a
Man,
bad
Google
move for
Stadia
them.
could have been so cool.
Yeah, it could have been so cool, but that was the only option. That was
Yeah.
the problem. And then same thing with the PlayStation Portal. I hate the PlayStation
PlayStation Portal
Portal,
is fucking stupid.
but
Such a
it's only
stupid thing.
because cloud gaming is the only option, which means if you don't have an internet connection, that thing ain't portable.
That's not even
It's
the
not
thing.
porting
That's not even the
nothing.
thing. The Portal isn't even cloud gaming. It's remote play only. That's all it is. It's so dumb.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
that's
If it was streaming, that would be a totally different thing. I wouldn't hate that because
mm,
it'd be kind of like what Xbox is doing now with
yeah.
doing a Fire Stick and just having, you know, the one caveat with the Fire Stick is you need a subscription to Game Pass Ultimate. So I was reading up on it, and apparently it's the Prime Day deal that the reason they pushed this out so quick was because of Prime Day. They really wanted to get that bundle out real quick.
Mhm.
So it was basically going to be like $80. You get the controller, you get the Fire Stick, and you get a month's subscription for Game Pass Ultimate.
That's a
And
nice deal.
that's great. That's awesome because Game Pass Ultimate is legitimately pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mhm.
Not even gonna front. Game Pass Ultimate is lit. But and here's my thing: Xbox Cloud Gaming is still garbage. Like it's not awesome. And this is speaking as
I
someone who
mean,
used it for like a while to play Starfield because I really fucking wanted to play Starfield. It is not awesome. Like it's to the point where I left Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, bought a third party streaming service, and then downgraded to PC Game Pass so I could stream the PC version of Starfield on GeForce Now. GeForce Now is fucking lit. GeForce Now is awesome because they give you like huge NVIDIA awesome ass rigs that you're streaming from. It's like, oh my god, versus Xbox, which is basically like an Xbox server that you're streaming from. So, it's only as powerful as the Xbox console is, which is
yeah.
it's okay. It's about the same as a PS5. So, But for that reason, I'm just like, this is cool. It gives people another like a more accessible way. Again, you still have to have Game Pass Ultimate, which is kind of pricey. But I don't know. If you're cool with streaming, I guess. I don't know. It's
I
it's
mean,
weird for me. I don't know.
So it's not that I hate this. I don't hate it. I'm not shitting on it. The reason why I'm not shitting on it is because of the fact that for the most part, this isn't the only option. Like somebody made a good point
Sure,
on
yeah,
YouTube the other day where it's just like, yeah, this could definitely fall flat on Microsoft's face, 100%. But it's also just another way to play Xbox games. Like, and it's
yeah,
something that Sony is probably going to try to do eventually as well. So when you think about it, they're both copying each other. Xbox is just they're. He made another good point. It's oh no, it's Alex. It's the person I'm talking about. He made a good
uh,
point. He's like, look, Xbox is not going to try to win console sales when that's not what they're best at
yeah.
doing. So they're going to try to
They're
flank them from the rear and get ahead on the future. Like
true.
Xbox has always been more forward thinking than Sony and has not always, but like has been pretty advanced and been able to keep up with them,
Oh
tip for tat
yeah,
for the most part, minus the last generation. But like that was more about their politics and stuff like that.
sure.
Um, so it was just like they've always been able to keep up. So it's just whatever whatever Xbox was doing, Sony wasn't doing, and then vice versa. And then they ended up switching. Like, PlayStation used to be free internet, then they started charging for internet, and they started up having the same problems when they started charging for internet. So,
Well, I mean, to be fair, like this is
Xbox has also
off
had
tangent, but
issues.
PlayStation, like the reason they went paid internet is because they had that huge data breach for during the PS3 era, and they're like, we don't have
Yeah, and then it
we don't
happened
have the
again.
funds to give you guys, and they wanted like better quality of online play and everything, which the PS3 was fine.
I didn't have too much issues on the PS3. I'll be
It was
honest. Like,
okay. It was
internet
okay.
was fine as long as you had good Wi-Fi, I guess.
Yeah,
You know,
PS4 definitely had a
um,
better online experience for sure. But yeah, but no, I know. Like, so I will say that the Xbox Cloud Gaming is leagues better than PlayStation Now, and well, I can't say it's better than the new PlayStation Extra or Premium, I guess.
premium tier. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't say it because I haven't used it. I did use PlayStation Now back when that was a thing, and
yeah, I
God,
did
that was
too.
bad. That was
It was
bad.
terrible.
It
It was
was the
terrible.
worst. The freaking
I remember
latency, the
it was a
selection
random
in general.
disconnect.
Yeah, it was just not great.
I'll be
Now
playing, and I was like, "Oh, internet connection is not strong
yeah,
enough." I was like, "Damn it!"
Xbox Cloud Gaming, it's better, but you have like obscene waitlisting times, which is
Mm-hmm.
annoying. Like you have to at like peak times, you have to like sit in a wait room until you can actually log on because their servers
Mm-hmm.
get overloaded. And I can definitely see that happening with this Fire Stick thing. Um, and the quality it's okay. Like you can never really
Yeah.
stream the game at like top quality like you could if you were natively playing it. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
with GeForce Now, I was streaming at 4K. Like it was lit. It was super crazy. And
Nice.
I was 4K 60. All right, that's 4K 60. If I downgraded, I could get 1080p at like
And
120.
honestly, like they
I was
may have made a deal.
streaming.
And I mean, honestly, they may have made a deal with Amazon to use their servers or to combine, and they could
True.
combine both of their servers together because they're well, now they're a major streaming platform with shows and a whole app where you can watch stuff on.
Yeah,
So they need
I was
good,
gonna
they
say
need
that. I
powerful
was like, I was
servers.
gonna be curious to see if they were gonna be using like the Fire Stick software and like servers to cloud stream from, or if it was gonna be just Xbox Cloud Gaming linked through a Fire Stick or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. There's very little around it so far. Not a whole lot of people have gotten their hands on it yet. So I have no idea. It could be either or. I'm kind of expecting them just to integrate in with cloud gaming, and because
hmm
that'll probably be the easiest way and the most beneficial way for Xbox. But
no, yeah, that's true. And I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like if if this succeeds, then like Xbox is going to just have all this attention like they used to do in the old days. Everybody's going to be like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
so
this could be big for Xbox. I'm not even gonna lie. This could be a huge jumpstart.
And then you know who's going to follow suit? The fucking PlayStation. Oh my god.
The thing that attracts me most about the Fire Stick cloud gaming is the fact that you can just plug that Fire Stick into any TV anywhere on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you have a good internet connection, you can play Xbox. That's wild. That's like really, really cool.
And that's what they were trying to go for.
Not as portable as like, the Steam Deck, but it's enough.
But it's like right there in the middle, right? Because that's exactly what Sony was going for, but they kind of fell flat in their face with this whole PlayStation Portal thing. And then you got the Steam Deck, which does everything the PlayStation Portal does, and it's native. Yeah. And you can dig around it and switch it around.
Lit. My question is, I wonder
the Fire Stick is right in the middle of both of those.
No, it is. It definitely is. I'm curious though. I wonder if you could get a USB-C adapter for the Fire Stick and plug that bitch into a Steam Deck.
Ooh.
And just do Xbox Cloud Gaming on a Steam Deck.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could. I wouldn't be surprised if you could.
People have jailbroken their Steam Decks already, so it's like,
what is that? That term does not apply. Steam Deck
because it runs on Linux. So technically, if you can try to run it, there's probably
you can replace the operating system. They even have a bunch of tutorials about it.
That's true.
No, I would not doubt you could do that. Actually, that would be a fun thing to test. It really would. Because then you can record videos on the Steam Deck. So like you can record your stream, your Xbox stream, or whatever. You can also stream PlayStation games from the Steam Deck. So
yes, you can. Doing that, I tried it. It's super finicky. Like it's super weird.
I actually was able to get 60 frames on Spider-Man. It was nice.
But you have to use like the web browser, don't you?
I think so. Yeah, and you have to be in a certain vicinity, but
because you can't. It does typically. You can just download the app, but since this thing doesn't support native apps like that, you kind of can't.
You have to install it in its desktop mode, and then you have to port it over to the.
It's a whole lot, and I'm just like, I don't have the patience to figure this out, so I'm just going to use it as intended. I was just going to use it as it's intended for and call it a day. I'm fine.
It is intended for that. It's intended for everything. No, but yeah, I think this will be a great move for Xbox. If it's not, that's going to be a lot of money and a deal very badly spent. But
I can see this being slow to like get an audience for sure. Especially
everybody just needs to know that it's going to work because people don't mind. Yeah. People would not mind doing it at all. Actually, this will probably get a lot of ex gamers back into gaming because they're just like, well, I don't have the money to shell out for a console or whatever. But if you already spent $100 a month on fucking Amazon, you might as well just go ahead and spend the bread and get this. Like,
I'm curious to see if. I'm curious about a lot with this because this has a tendency to be huge, but it also has a tendency to crash and burn really easily. But I'm curious if this new system is just going to integrate into every Fire Stick that's available right now. You just have to update the Fire Stick, assuming there's updates to Fire Sticks. I don't know. Or if it's like a specific Fire Stick that you have to buy for.
Yeah, because otherwise you could just jailbreak your Fire Stick now and then add Game Pass to it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, is this just going to be like a software update that like what Sony did with Discord, like just integrate it fully into there, or I don't know. I'm curious about it.
No, that makes sense, and I think once the first 100 people, it's just like the PlayStation Portal or anything else that's new and experimental. Like once the first couple 100 people play it and get their hands on it, then it'll tell everybody else what they need to know about it. But when did it have a release date? Did it say
it's out? It's available.
It's out now.
Yeah, because they were doing that bundle on Prime Day, which was the last 2 days. 16.
Okay.
So they were selling that bundle on Prime Day. It was like $80. You get the controller, a month of Game Pass Ultimate, and the Fire Stick. And honestly, it's a that was a decent deal.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
no, yeah, it's
okay,
pretty good.
okay. But like for that reason, I'm curious about whether this is just a software update for every Fire Stick, or if it's a specific Fire Stick that you have to
Yeah,
buy. I don't know.
no,
I have no idea.
that's fair.
I'm assuming
That's a really good question.
I'm assuming it's a specific Fire Stick, because otherwise they would just say, "Hey, buy this," or if you already have a Fire Stick, update it. Again, I don't really know how Fire Sticks work. I've never used one, so I just had the.
I've also never used one, but all my family, most of my family has a jailbroken one at this
Oh
point.
yeah, of course. They're everywhere. You can buy them from anyone nowadays.
So I'm just like, oh, okay, that's cool. No, so I think I want them. I honestly do want this to succeed because I've been so disappointed with PlayStation lately.
You mean Xbox?
No, PlayStation.
Okay.
I've been
disappointed with. I've been disappointed with both, honestly. I mean, Microsoft is finally cooking with some exclusives. They're finally doing shit this year. The first time in like fucking 10 years. So Jesus Christ.
No, I appreciated. I appreciated that. Like, Sony has been very lackluster lately. The PlayStation 4 was ass.
Like Sony like gave us banger at the banger for the last like 5 years. So
don't make excuses for them. I don't give a shit.
No. See, they already said this year that they were taking a back seat. Like their new IPs were taking a back seat this year. They're going to focus more on third-party games and that kind of stuff. Because all their IPs are still in development. So they're like, no new IPs this year. We're kind of chilling. Wait till next year, except for Spider-Man. We got Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So they already told us that they were upfront about it. That's why I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. And then I think it was perfect that I don't even know if Microsoft planned.
I mean, it's not even just
kind of happened, but like it was kind of perfect timing for Xbox to start ramping up their shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sweet. Like, god damn.
I mean, but it wasn't even just that. It was just their products, their pricing, their anti-consumer antics, just everything.
I mean, yeah.
Trying to force Steam players to make an account, the PlayStation Portal.
Yeah, some stupid shit. And apparently that whole issue is still around for some players, because like Phil, when he jumped in to Helldivers, he had to sync his PlayStation account.
Really?
Yeah, so it didn't get removed from everywhere yet. I guess they're trying to get rid of it, but no, who knows? But
so like,
yeah, no.
Nintendo.
Nintendo's Nintendo. They're living on their own island, just doing their own thing.
And every once in a while, they do something that I like. So kudos to them. And then there's Steam and PC, which is always fire. So
yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that Xbox is doing something that is more consumer friendly, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Something that's going to kind of put them in a better direction. Because with their lineup, I think this will be I knew that they had to have a banger lineup somewhere, and it took 4 years for the lineup to get stable because you had COVID and everything else. So it's just like,
because like they were like teasing most of these games for years now.
Yeah,
and then they finally were like, "Hey, okay, so here's actually some release dates, here's some gameplay for all this shit that we've been talking about for the last 4 years."
It's not like they're not idiots. Like they wouldn't make Game Pass and then push it so hard for the last 5 years if they didn't have something. If they didn't have these things cooking, they was like, "Yo," and then it's like Perfect Dark, fucking. Remake of all this shit, like Elder Scrolls 6, and I was like, oh, well, excuse me.
Elder Scrolls 6 is becoming vaporware, and it's insane. We're like, oh my god. But no, I know what you mean. I am anticipating this to be a slow to accept program, but I do think
it's going to be funny?
Get kind of big.
I think it's going to be funny when PlayStation fanboys hop on the bandwagon and like, you know what? Let me just pay $80, see what this Jones keep out. I'll pay $80 anyway for internet. So,
dude, I was using Game Pass Ultimate for a while,
Yeah.
And then downgraded to PC Game Pass because I was playing Starfield, and like doing that plus GeForce Now was like it was cheaper than doing Game Pass Ultimate. It was like $20 a month versus what $30-$40 a month for Game Pass Ultimate. So I was like,
is it really?
Something like that. I forget exactly. It might be.
I think they upgraded it to $20 a month this year.
Might be 20. Might be 20. I might be lying.
That's what they upgraded.
But
to. I think it was like 15.
Again, PC Game Pass gets all the same shit from Game Pass Ultimate, and then GeForce Now has just a far better online cloud gaming experience. So yeah. So for that reason, but no, I don't know. We'll see how this works. I think cloud gaming is going to become more and more popular as the years go on.
As long as I can still have my digital and somewhat physical copy sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Give me my options.
To be honest, I haven't bought a physical game in years. It's been a minute. So, yeah.
I guess so. I guess I don't notice anymore.
Then the last physical game I bought was Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oof. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I can sell it, so I'm not mad.
For 2 cents because nobody wants it.
Just press play does. But yeah, guys, what do you think about this whole new thing? What do you think about, the future of cloud gaming as it is? Do you think it has a future? Do you think it's just going to be kind of DOA? Do you think it's just a gimmick? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Are you going to try it?
Yeah, are you going to try it? If you do, please let us know because I'm not going to try it yet. I don't have the money for it right now, man. Like, if I'm going to do something, it's going to be GeForce Now. Like, that's just...
I would say, like, if I had a TV and my PC, for some reason, just burned up in a mysterious combustion and my Steam Deck somehow either got stolen or melted away somewhere.
Yeah.
And I lost a foot. Then maybe I try it. Outside of that, I probably won't. But I also would not. I haven't had a PS5 in like 8 months, and I don't miss it. So I would not go back to Sony's ecosystem either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nintendo, you might get my money again. Maybe.
I don't even know if I'm going to re-up my PlayStation Plus subscription. I probably am just because of Helldivers. Honestly, it's going to be because of Helldivers.
That's true, but you can always just rebuy that on...
I can, but they don't have the integration yet for...
Does that cloud save? That's right.
Yeah, they need cloud saving.
I know. Cross save. Sorry, they don't have cross save.
And cloud. Yeah, they don't have cross saving yet, which is a bummer.
It's going to be more. It's going to be more incorporated once.
Because I know that's why they wanted to integrate, like, add your PlayStation account to PC to like hit that cross save. That would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, that would have made a lot of sense. Because with the Warner Brothers fighting game.
Oh yeah, fucking what the fuck was that game? Multiverses.
Yeah, even with Multiverses, you made one singular account and you just signed in anywhere.
Yeah.
And it
was also a third-party game. It wasn't a first-party game like this one, like Helldivers is. So. But anyways, guys, let us know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Sorry we were away for a couple weeks. We had shit going on, but we're back for now.
And we back.
We're back for now. There's a good chance that I might disappear at a moment's notice in the next couple of weeks. So
we'll see. Man about to be a daddy. Yeah.
I'm saying I'll be gone for a while. I'll be gone for a bit. So.
Give it up for my man's over here, Daddy Patty. Yeah. Daddy Sandy Patty.
We'll be sending these videos over to Ed to edit.
Sandy Daddy.
Sandy Daddy.
Sandsology. Sans Daddy.
Dadology. It's Dadology. Anyways.
Is it Dadology?
Guys, we love you guys. We always appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us for like 20, 24 minutes. It's like 25 minutes at this point. Catch us next week on Friday, as usual, for the next Proper Gaming Talkshow. We always appreciate you guys hanging out. So thank you. See you guys next week. Stay excellent.
Peace.